Hey, good morning. It is January the 30th, 2025. This is Wes Fryer in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's about 37 degrees. And hey, it's Thursday. The sun is coming up sooner. And I was sitting here getting blinded because it's still a little cold. I don't really want to make this outside. But the sun's up, so I could be sitting here and being blind. So you get to see my sunglasses. I want to talk about building community. How are you doing? There is a lot going on right now, and it is so important to have firewalls for our media feeds. I actually spent some time yesterday afternoon and evening creating being able to share lists from my Mastodon social media account with one of our children who's joined Mastodon, who's just kind of tired of algorithmic feeds of being, I don't know if you've noticed how Facebook has changed. I am not on Twitter very much, but oh my gosh, what's at the top of the feed? It's what people are wanting us to watch and see. It's not just what they think is going to engage us, but some of that content is very, very political. It's like part of the culture war, okay? I am not a culture warrior. I am a culture healer. And it is hard to be a culture healer in the middle of a culture war. Oh my gosh. And if you want to know more about that, you can visit my website, healourculture.org. On a technical note, that website is running WordPress, and hopefully in the next, it'll be a while, but soon I'm going to move to Ghost. Ghost is an open source platform, and many journalists that are attending to the ethics of platforms, especially with respect to Substack, which has a lot of right-wing, extremist, white supremacist ugliness on it. They've moved over to self-hosting on Ghost. But I digress. It's hard to just have your media feed open today. There's a lot of extremely polarizing, extremely triggering memes, messages, pictures, So what are we going to do? Well, here's two things that I know are important to do, and I'm trying to do them. Number one is to build community. Building community. I shared with my wife this morning coming to school, if I'm not intentional about getting out of the little office we have in our area, we don't, our particular department, no, we don't have our own cubicles or offices. We have a shared space with really a desk for a single person. We've made it where two people can sit there. But anyway, it's school, and I've found, I was at Cassidy School in Oklahoma for 7 years, and now this is my third year. So this is my 10th year to be in independent private schools. My 30th year in education, I think that's about right. It can be very isolating. You can just be staying in your lane, teaching in your classroom. And there's a lot of great to that. I love being trusted and having autonomy and, being able to work with the kids. And that's something I've found at the two private schools I've spent the most time now, is one of the reasons these schools are strong and provide a really solid education is because good teachers work here, and they are given permission and trust to teach. And there's a lot less, oh, here we got to prepare for this test. Oh, here you've got to, come to this curriculum alignment meeting. Oh, here you've got to, follow this script. You got to be on this page because it's Thursday, right? There's many schools, especially public schools, where that is the reality. Okay, being out of my bubble, getting out of my office little area, going upstairs to talk to my friends in the English and history department, just checking in. Man, it is super important. Finding ways to build online community. There is a group through the Media Education Lab that is called the First 100 Days. And it's named that because it's the first 100 days after the inauguration that we just had a couple weeks ago. And it is a support group that it was about 40 of us, I think, this first time, and it's giving us a time to connect with each other, to meet people, and to process change. processing change is so important, and we need to process change in community. So finding some online community, finding face-to-face community. I'm looking forward to being back at our church. Had a couple things the last 2 weeks, and we'll be back at our church this Sunday. I'm really looking forward to that. You know, we've got a group. Well, the first Friday of each month, we go and serve food at the Levine Men's Shelter for Roof Above, which is a real good connecting time for those of us that volunteer and go, and then with the men to be there. They're so appreciative. It's really quite a step out of the normal bubble, and there's a lot of ways that I feel appreciative, being able to serve and being able to help people who are in a much more difficult situation than I am in at this point in my life. Building community. It is so important. And then the other thing I was going to say, and this connects to what I did for our daughter with Mastodon, sharing news list, is being a filtering the news feed. I need to explore these, and then I'll talk about them. But at our last media education lab, it was a Tuesday meetup, the first 100 days. One of the people in my breakout room shared a couple websites that are new websites that are journalists trying to avoid polarization and just present facts. And anyway, I need to check those out. But how helpful for somebody to share that. So I hope that you are finding ways to have your feeds filtered, have your firewall up, but also, you know, be informed. I don't think we need to, as citizens, I don't think we can be responsible and completely stick our heads in the sand. But on the other hand, it is also so vital that we not marinate in toxicity and in vitriol and in, you know, content that is explicitly designed to be viral because it triggers emotions and can even make us angry and upset. It's not good to be angry and upset. So I hope you're finding time to build community and to rest and to restore your margin. Okay. Richard Swinson's book, Margin, Restoring Balance to our lives, to our overloaded lives, something like that. Dr. Richard Swinson, Margin. That's the book. It's really good. I need to continue to do that. I've been going to bed a little later than I need to. I've been getting some good work done. I'm having opportunities to build good community, but self-care is important. And self-care, this is my last thought, is more than just a spa treatment, going to bed early, having a bath, you know, spa treatment. Self-care has to do with living in alignment with our values. What are your values? What are my values? When my values are challenged, how do I act to support them? I do not think that we should remain passive in this incredibly difficult political time when so much upheaval is happening and so many things are happening. One of the most important things we can do is build community, both for ourselves and for others. So go forth, build community, find time to rest, and seek ways to both clarify your own identity and then find ways to live your life. I'm working to live my life in alignment with the values that I have. If you want to find more of these videos, you should just be able to search for the hashtag #WisdomWithWes. You can go to wesfryer.com, and I got a lot of links there. Have a great day.